Hi YouTube, welcome back, So in all reality, it's only been about 2 or 3 minutes, enough for me to put the 22 back in the truck. So anyways, I'm back out here again. I wanted to show you what I consider to be one of the cooler shotguns that I own, and I own a few. I've got, my yield is over under 12 gauge. It's the SPZ ME 12, and I absolutely love that shotgun. It's Turkish made, but it's one of the newer Turkish made shotguns on the market. And as you know, Turkish made shotguns are getting better and better and better, and honestly, that thing is great. I also have my Remington 870 Super Mag. This is my go-to, like, if shit were to hit the fan, that's what I'm going with. But this one is well, essentially this is a hand-me-down, passed down through the family kind of thing, and this used to be my great grandfather's 12 gauge. This is a Remington Model 10. It took me a while to figure out exactly what model or what year. Still don't know exactly on the year based off the serial numbers. It's got a very early serial number starting with 39, or U39 I should say. But it's got the trademark Remington engraving here. It does not have the Model 10 engraved on the receiver like most Model 10s that I have seen do. Now, I don't know if all of them are supposed to or not, but like I said, this one does not. It does, however, have the 1908, or excuse me, oh, hang on. No, it is, yeah, it's the 1908 patent date, the May 6th. It's very hard to read. So apparently my grandfather, and this actually went to my uncle, and he was going to pass it down to one of my cousins, and my grandfather had it before him. And my grandfather, well, God bless him, he wasn't into firearms very much. So him living near salt water, the salt water kind of took its toll on the finish. But my uncle is a gunsmith, and so he went through it with a fine-tooth comb, making sure that everything is still safe to shoot, because this is well over 100 years old. We're talking 1908 patent date. We're talking possible pre-Model 10 before they actually designated it the Model 10. So I'm thinking, based off of not just serial numbers, but also too the markings and everything, and just the consistency of the model, the design, the screw placements, the release, that bottom feed, bottom eject is what it's popular for. There's a few telltale signs that are saying this was either a 1908 or 1909 pre-Model 10. I might be incorrect. You may know more about this than I do. And if so, leave that in the comments and let me know what you find out. Everything is working on this. It is a takedown model. This does have a rather long barrel on it, but we're going to pattern this thing in just a second and see what it'll do. I'm sitting at about 30 yards. I'm going to point down to my target. You can kind of see it there, right there. Whoop, other way, I'm doing this backwards on the camera. Right there, I've got a little target down there that we just shot with the 22. We should be able to see a clear difference in the pattern, or a clear difference in the shot hole size between a 22 and, let's see what we got in here. So this is a shell bag, a shell carrier that my dad made me. This is made out of, I believe, buffalo hide. And anyways, it's got the Marine Corps emblem on it, because if you didn't know, I am a Marine. Served, so I started off, I did 4 years in the Army National Guard, decided to go active duty, and I did 8 years in the Marine Corps. So anyways, I love the design. Right here I've got my spot for my choke key. Now granted, this one is a fixed, I believe this is modified. Actually yep, there it is. We've got the modified marking right here engraved at the base of the barrel. And also too, if it helps you to get some information on this thing, it's also got a stamp in there that says EX8 on the base of the barrel. So if you look right here, we got trademark, or Remington trademark, which is on the guide arms for the pump. We've also got EX8, and we've got the modified stamp right there. And then we've got the patent information, Remington Arms. What is that? Illinois, or no, this is New York. It's hard to read, just because that finish is so worn. I know this thing doesn't have a lot of monetary value because there were so many that were made. It was so popular, and well, it's not exactly in pristine, like, showroom condition, but like I said, it's 100% functional. I even have the original plug for this thing to drop it down to was it 2 in the chamber and 1 in the barrel. So I can use it for hunting if I want to, no problems there. Let's load it up. Let's get it shooting. Oh, and by the way, check out that safety. We've got, they call this a suicide safety. Honestly, some people complain about it. Learn your firearm, learn how to use it. This one, you got to learn how to use that if you're going to use this out in the woods or something. So safety's on. Let's load it up. Like I said, this is my shell carrier. I've got some 6-shot in here. I've got some 7.5 shot in here. Oh, and I have a spare 22 mag in there, apparently. But let's pull some of that 7.5. Let's see. Oh, no, that's 6 too. Did I load this all with 6? I might have, but that's okay. Let's see. We have got, oh, there's some 7.5. Let's pull some 7.5. Yeah. Let me look. I think I'm primarily dealing with 6-shot here. Let's see. I'm gonna pattern my 7.5 because usually, oh, yep, there we go. Got another 7.5 in there. Usually I hunt with 6, and so if I'm gonna pattern this thing, I don't want to burn all that up, even though it's pretty easy to get. So 7.5, bottom feed, bottom eject. So you got your release right here. So if we're gonna pump that, see how that little flapper comes down, and you see the shell waiting to go in. Let's go ahead and cycle it so you can see what's going on. Sorry, we got a little bit of traffic going by. We're gonna cycle it. I'm gonna pull it down, eject, loads the next one. Cycle it, out the bottom, eject. Let me pick those shells up. All right, we got our shells. I'm gonna load these back up. No, we're not dealing with mud or anything, so I'm gonna load them straight back in. So 1 and 2. We are sitting 30 yards away. All right, got my shell loaded in. This is live. Let's take a look at what we can do. Let's put it right dead center on my target. All right, first shot. Ejects just fine. Load the next one. Let's take one more, and then we're gonna go down and see what it does. Woo, that thing launches these. That's way the heck over there. Okay, so weapons clear. Lay this down on the chair here. Let's go see what that pattern looks like. So like I said, we're sitting at about 30 yards, paced off. So let's see what we got. Now, I haven't hunted with this one a lot yet because I haven't had it for too long during hunting seasons, but I said this was passed down. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Check this out. Check out that pattern. That's the 30-yard pattern out of that shotgun. It's over 100 years old. Yeah, hey. You can't ask for better than that. I'm sorry, you cannot ask for better than that. If you're asking for better than that, really, that's my question to you. If you're asking for better than that, are you serious? Well, y'all, this is, like I said, I don't see, well, I didn't say this part, but I don't see, and I haven't found too many videos on these old Model 10s. And if I do, there's people just talking about them. They're not shooting them. Like I said, my uncle went through this thing thoroughly. He's a licensed gunsmith. He went through it, made sure everything's working safely. Have the things checked out. They're meant to be used. It's not meant to be a safe queen. This one, only thing I've been able to take with it so far, just because, well, I hunted with it for the first time this season, is squirrel. So, and that's cool. No worries. This and the 22 that I just showed you, perfect small game guns. They're great. Am I going to try and take a deer with it? Next season. Yeah, I'm going to load some buckshot up in it. I'm not going to put a slug down that old barrel. And that's one thing he recommended also too, probably not running slugs through it, because it is the older metallurgy that was used in forming those barrels and everything. These guns were made, though, when they were used World War I, and they chopped the barrels down. They were made to run buckshot. Well, we're running some buckshot next season. Some double-aught buck. Most of my shots out here, I mean, you can see the woods that I'm in right now. In this area, I got some wide open space. So if I were to see a deer right here, I couldn't shoot it anyways. There's the road. Well, if you could see that through the trees. So out here where I am, we've got to go at least 150 yards in when we're hunting. Now, if I'm just target shooting and stuff out here, as long as I'm not pointing towards the road, just like we're doing now, we're pointing it in a safe direction. But see how thick that stuff gets back there? Most shots on this property are anywhere from 30 to 50 yards max. And you don't really get too many further shots than that out here. So double-aught buck out of this barrel, and we'll come out here another day and pattern out some buckshot and show you how tight those groups are. And I mean, this should work wonderfully. So I'm gonna have to take a deer next season with it. So anyways, once again, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Have no idea when that's gonna be, because, well, you know, life, and I work. So there's that. Anyways, have a good one. It was great seeing y'all again. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. No problem. If you didn't like the video, just move on. If you did, give me a thumbs up. All right. This is Naked Alien signing out. Have a good one. Be safe.